Good morning. So I'm on my little morning mommy walk. And today, what I want to share and celebrate together with you all is that I'm actually on my 1 year of living full time in our converted school bus. And it's been such a journey. And there's been a lot of realities of like a 1 year long vacation, sabbatical, parental leave, whatever you want to call it. But this is one of the reasons why I started this, was because there's like big portals that I feel like I'm going through. One being new motherhood, which has, I mean, there's the losing my mom, which is the beginning of one, and then becoming a mom, which is a whole other portal with all these insights and downloads, and then choosing to leave the corporate life to live life on the road for a year now, or returning back to it after like for a year. We did this during COVID, but again, a lot of the world was. So this was after having a taste of it. Now, going back into corporate world for a year and then choosing to leave so that we could go on the road and follow our one, be full-time parents, and two, follow our passions and just chase our dreams to see what we could make out of what our lives would look like if we weren't giving our hours to the corporate world or for a paycheck. So, the three realities that I feel like I got the most out of our time on the road, not working for anyone but for ourselves, and really dedicating our time to us, to taking care of our well being as a family, as a new family. So, there's one, which is self care is a full time job. I didn't realize the exhaustion I would experience from allowing myself to feel it to heal it. That's something that I encourage, express, and practice a lot, is allowing ourselves the time to feel it to heal it. And when we're in the corporate world, there's a lot of go, 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 or I'll deal with this later. A lot of triggers, a lot of emotions that may come up that we can't help but suppress because in the childcare world, the child is first. You got to take care of them. So, as much as we're triggered, as much as we're upset, as much as personal things come up, there's not really a lot of time and space because you get your 10-minute break or your 30-minute lunch. There's not a lot of time or space to process those feelings. We're on the road. Yes, I have the freedom, the ability, the blessing of being able to take the time to feel it, to heal it. But it truly is, healing is exhausting in a full-time job. And I I wouldn't say that I have more energy or more time. There's more time to really dig deep, but it's just maybe even more. What I'm starting to realize is even more exhausting, more alive, more heartachy, more vulnerable, to actually feel it, to heal it, to give yourself the time to process every little daily trigger that happens in relationships, because that's usually what triggers the things. Something that happens in a in a situation with another person that brings up old wounds. So that's why it's been such a gift for me to really explore healing my own inner child fully while on the road, not clocking in, not waiting for my 10-minute break or my lunch break, but having the capacity, the agency to feel and heal as I need. The second thing that I've realized is that I'm able to let myself feel the full spectrum. Again, it goes with the feeling to heal it. I think one of the biggest fears or reasons why maybe it feels safer not to feel it to heal it, to just clock in, clock out, go on your lunch break and do the everyday routine, because it's something stable that we can know what to expect. That's what it is. There's not a lot of unknown there. When you allow yourself to go there, to sit with the emotions, Consider when you first felt it. Consider when in your childhood you experienced it, when you created that story of, yeah, what I do isn't good enough, or whatever it is, that identities that we create as children that we carry into our adult relationships, our adult conversations. Yeah, when we allow ourselves to go there, it may feel, like I've said in the past, scary. Scary that you might like fall off a cliff or like go too far, and it might go into depression, like being afraid of just letting yourself cry, because what if you can't stop it? That's something that I've felt. What if I just let myself mourn and I just cry and cry and cry? And I let myself have that experience. I let myself mourn. I let myself cry and cry and cry. And what I found is that I can trust myself to go there, and that I have people around me who can also hold me and give me a space, a container, a reflection of what feels safe to me. So what I've noticed is within our healthy human bodies, if we are intact and well, then once we release that emotion, it's released, and we let our body go through the stress cycle to experience the trigger, to release the stress in whatever way. For me, it's crying. For others, it might be screaming or punching a pillow, or whatever it is that like has you releasing the stress cycle that's innately in our bodies from caveman days when we were being chased by lions. Like, we needed to physically escape the threat. And now we live in a safer, more like a different kind of world, but we still have those threats, and our body isn't being allowed the time to process it. So what I find is I've allowed myself to feel the full joy, feel the full sadness, and I don't need to rob myself of that full experience, because I know that I will balance out. So after a big hard cry, all of a sudden there's like that first deep, fresh breath where all of a sudden you can see and feel again, and you can feel yourself coming back home. And then with big joy too, sometimes it feels like hysteria, hyperness, and this voice of like, calm down. But no, like let myself enjoy, celebrate. And once I get that out of my system, the victory, the achievement, the celebration, then my body will regulate itself. So that's another thing that I discovered. But thank you so much for listening to my morning mommy walk talks. And I hope you enjoyed and got something out of that. Please let me know what takeaway or what you can relate to from that long message.